Okay, so the big question is, how do you know which one of these tablets you would get, right? Um, I don't think there is any straight up definite answer for this. Whatever answer I say will possibly be tied a little bit into my personal perspective, but I'll try to be as objective as possible, right? So, the right off the bat, the the drawing tablet is the cheapest, right? That and it's available out here. And though it will cost a little bit more than what you see it for here for that brand, the fact that it is available out here is a major plus. Um, you do need to get used to to writing by hand while you watch the screen. You know, this kind of thing. Um, I can tell you from experience, this was my first tablet, and you do get used to it. When you get used to it, there's actually no difference, almost, I would say, in my case, no difference between using a tablet that has a screen and using one that doesn't have a screen and you have to watch the screen. I think when you get used to it, it's pretty normal. I don't think you take very long to get used to it. On average, I know it differs depending on different people, but on average, I would say if you use it consistently, like at least 4 hours every day, then after about a week, it will be like natural to you. The next one, which is this one here, is a bit of an oddball. I think this would be very useful if you get the ones that are portable, meaning that you don't have to plug them in. Because if I'm walking with this and I have a laptop, it's a lot of things to carry. It can only work with a laptop. It can't work by itself. Well, both of these can only work with a laptop. So, um, you know. But if I was going to get this, I would make sure that it's one that is portable, which means it will drive up the cost a little bit. I think it would still be cheaper than getting an iPad though. A point to note that a lot of people don't calculate. When you buy the iPad, you do not get the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil sells for a crazy about almost $20,000, anyway, about $18,000 Jamaican, which is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I think Apple products are just ridiculous. But anyway, so after you spend about $40,000 on the iPad, you still have to spend another 18,000 or just under 20,000 on an Apple Pencil. There are other alternatives, but I wouldn't recommend getting the other alternatives because the price is still about $15,000 and you don't want to spend that amount of money for something that doesn't work as good, right? So I do have an iPad with an Apple Pencil. It is absolutely great, but after I bought the iPad, I had to muscle up to buy the pencil, and all in all, it ended up costing maybe about over 50,000 thereabout. So there is still a significant jump between here and here. I would probably try and skip that. I would just stick here, and then if I'm possible, I would just jump to that because the iPad is so useful because it operates by itself. These two guys, you have to plug it to a device for it to be functionable. So they're in the same boat. The iPad or the Android, if you choose to go that way, operates by itself. Now, the next one there is a much bigger jump, which is a computer. Should you get the computer? Well, let me just start off by saying I don't think anybody needs that, right? That one would perhaps be for someone at Edna Manley that wants to invest greatly, or maybe for somebody who has their own like book or illustrations that they do. So we don't need the most expensive option. I think these two and this one here are the most practical. So I think your upgrade cycle should go to there and then to the desktop. Some additional advice based on what I have noticed. Even although this is a tablet, a two-in-one, so it's a tablet and a laptop, whether you go with the Surface or the Lenovo, or there's Dells have some good ones too. Keep in mind that it is not a very good tablet. Not a very good tablet. It is heavy and bulky as a tablet. So you can use it, but after holding that hybrid tablet in your hand, it's going to get heavy pretty quickly. If you're going on a site visit, if you're going on the road, you won't be able to hold that for a long period of time, and the battery is much shorter. So I would recommend this one primarily for its use as a full computer, meaning a full operating system, Windows operating system. You can install any applications you want, more than a tablet. Definitely. It doesn't make a good tablet, but it's good to have that option. When you're in a quick meeting, you can just turn it into a tablet and sketch, and that's great, and that's probably the most I've ever used it for. I don't personally own one, but I've used them quite often. So these, at the end of the day, what I would say is that these two should be what I think every lecturer should have, right? They should have a tablet, they should have a laptop, preferably a laptop that is flexible. It can be a tablet and touchscreen, and this is a good starting place. It's a good place to start, but I wouldn't invest in this indefinitely because it's really limited, and it has to be plugged into a device. So that would be my advice on the whole thing.